Hi, I'm Michael Dresser. I'm a certified Wheel of Consent facilitator and coach. And a lot of what I help folks with centers around building skills for clearer giving and receiving. And for good giving and receiving to happen, there has to be a gift involved. And the clue's kind of in the word giving. And when I say gift, I don't necessarily mean a big package tied up with bows. A gift can be many things. You can give a gift of your time, or a gift of your attention or your care, as well as more physical things, of course. And it's important to remember that a gift should be for the person who's receiving it. So it should be something that they want. But whatever kind of gift that you're giving, two things have to happen in order for it to really be a gift. Firstly, you as the giver have to put your desires for what you want for yourself aside, just for a little bit, in order to tend to what somebody else wants. And secondly, you have to look after your limits. And I'm going to say that one again because it's the part of giving that many of us often overlook. So in order to truly give a gift, you have to put aside whatever you might want for a moment, and you have to stay responsible for maintaining your limits and speak up for them if they get reached. And without both of these things happening, there really isn't a true gift. Because if you put your own desires aside and don't maintain your limits, you risk ending up in a place of endurance and potentially becoming a victim. And if you protect your limits but only do what you want, then you're not really giving a gift, unless by chance what you want happens to align with what the other person wants. And equally, there's an important part that the person who's receiving the gift plays in making sure that it really is a gift that they're getting. So when you receive a gift, there are also two things that need to happen. Firstly, you need to put what you want forward, and you need to respect the limits of the person who's giving to you. And again, without both of those things happening, there really is no gift. So if you put what you want first and you don't respect the limits of your giver, then what you're doing is actually stealing. Or if you respect your giver's limits but you don't put your desires first, then it's ultimately not really for you. And when I started paying attention to these two things that need to be happening, so no matter whether I'm giving or whether I'm receiving, I really started to notice how often one of those aspects was missing from the interaction. So, for example, somebody would ask me to do something for them and I jump straight into it without giving any thought to my own capacity or my own comfort. And then I'd give and I'd give and I'd give until suddenly I'd be burned out or overwhelmed. And then I'd be left feeling angry or resentful simply because I hadn't realised that I had a limit until it was too late and then I couldn't speak up for it. Or I'd be focused on making sure that the person that was giving to me was okay, and then I'd forget that we were supposed to be doing something I wanted, and suddenly it would be all about them and I didn't really get the thing that I wanted. And I'm sure that you're all also familiar with the kind of what I call creep that can happen at work, where a colleague asks you to do something for them and then keeps adding more elements and more elements to the task until suddenly you're doing way more than you originally agreed to. So for me, cleaning up giving and receiving really comes down to starting to get really clear about these two elements that need to be present. So if I'm giving for somebody else's benefit, I need to put what I want aside temporarily, and I need to stay responsible for my own limits. And if I'm receiving something that I want from somebody else, then I need to put what I want first, and I need to respect the limits of the giver. And when I put it like that, it kind of sounds pretty simple, but it can take some practice to really ensure that you're doing both of these things, because most of us are so used to not doing both of them. So if you'd like my support to learn more and to improve your skills, then check out my website and like and subscribe below to stay up to date with all my latest tips and resources.